This is your weekly YouTube channel audit live stream. All you need to do is use the correct link in the description, fill out the form, and we'll consider your channel for review. That's right, channel reviews are free, but you can send us a super chat and watch us discuss your question live on air. If you submit your channel for review, expect the following. We will share with you our knowledge, experience, and passion as fellow YouTube creators. I want to give a massive shout out and thanks to our moderators who do an awesome job every single live stream. And that's your onboarding done. What channels have you brought us this week? Morning, good afternoon, good evening, good whatever time it is for you. My sound effects appear to be working. Welcome everybody back to vidIQ and your weekly channel audit. My name is Rob, and if you're here for the first time, it is a place where you can share your channel with us and the community, and we will happily give you some feedback, encouragement, inspiration, and probably some comedy along the way. The first thing I would like you to do today is at somebody in this live stream now, somebody in the chat, one of your fellow creators in the community, and just give them a little motivational message where, for example, it might be at Rollaway Junk, you've got this, or at Bird Feeder Cams, you are going to succeed in 2026. I want to hear tons of positivity here, almost to a sickly point of view, like almost gushing, like, oh, this is such sweet positivity, just to get us all energized. We've got a rolling cast of auditors at the moment. I took a week off last week, and I was very thankful for that to Dan. So he gets a break this week. However, we have two returning co-hosts. The first is your ever amazing Jen. Hey, Jen. Welcome
Hi.
back. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm excited. I think we're going to see some great channels today. I just had this feeling today. I was like, I feel like it's going to be a good YouTube day.
Well, the first channel that we're auditing will certainly test that enthusiasm. We'll see. We'll see. Joining us also for a return, it's now 2 appearances this year in 2026, for the man, the myth, the legend, let me just check, is he still just peeking through on our channel in the background? I do need to check this. Look at there he is. He's still there. He's still there, but he's also right here.
I didn't see this cool little ghost there.
Oh my God.
Totally gone.
I'm still a faint memory of y'all.
The spectre of John
should stay there
once more. How are you doing, John?
Just leave me.
Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. How's it going, guys?
Very well. Very well.
You
I see you still sporting
chilling.
a lovely bandana. And what's going on in the background there? Have you got some books, or are these all of the books that you're reading in the background? I'm intrigued to see now. Yeah, tell me about
Those are
them.
books that I've read. Most of them are like this business, and then it goes to biographies, like Titan is Rockefeller. And I'm just really into everything entrepreneur. And lately, I've been reading autobiography of Ben Franklin. So,
All right.
Yeah, books.
As a non-American, let's ask a really naive question. Who is Ben Franklin? Who's Benny? Who's Benny Frank? Is it? Let me guess. Are they a franchise restaurateur?
Yeah.
Because it sounds like you got Denny's, and then you got Arby's, and then you got Benny Frank's. Which one do you go to?
And he's the founder of Ben and Jerry's.
Hey!
Oh, that's good.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I don't know who Jerry is, but yeah.
Let's dispense with the
keep
comedy
reading.
for now.
Keep reading.
Yeah, well, sorry, there was one more question I want to ask, John. Like, of all of the entrepreneurial books and business books you've read so far, like, which has been the most, I guess, inspiring, thought-provoking, or like the one that's helped you make the best decisions so far?
I would have to say Expert Secrets by Russell Brunson. Everything, okay, so there's a book called Steal Like an Artist and Show Your Work. That's Austin Kleon. And those two combine like all the lessons in all these books, but like from his perspective. Yeah. Expert Secrets is the only one that gave me new information. And it has a lot to do with psychology, but I'd recommend anybody, even for YouTubers, check this out because it'll reframe everything, and so you'll know exactly how to come across to a viewer in the shortest amount of time, and that's the point of everything.
I was about to ask, if there was a recommendation for creators, that would be the same one, right? Which you just put back on the shelf.
Yeah,
cool.
For sure.
Okay, let's now get into the meat and potatoes of this live stream, which is auditing your channels. What we do every single week is audit the first channel that's submitted on the non-gaming form that we haven't audited before, and they go by the name of X Blue Division. So, Jen, this is why it may test some enthusiasm for these channel audits today, because it is a rock-powered AI-driven channel. They are being very upfront who they are. To introduce them a little bit more, the goal of their channel is to go full-time. That's going to be an interesting one as an AI creator. What do they think is their biggest YouTube obstacle right now? Thinking of ideas for long form, and then they just want us to look at everything, long form and shorts. So quite broad there. But just to give us like first impressions, I'll offer this one up to Jen first. So, what are you seeing as I look at the thumbnails and the titles, and then maybe we'll listen to one of these in a second?
I feel like from the thumbnails, they're potentially matching the aesthetic of the music themselves.
Yeah, the genres. The genres that they have.
Yeah. So I feel like that's a pretty positive start. Like I'm getting a good, like I have a good expectation of what I'm going to click into. Honestly, I think the thumbnails are like kind of good. I don't really have a lot of crap to talk on the thumbnails.
That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. What about the titles? So we got Steel Ember and then Roxy Thunder. I'm guessing are these the so-called AI artists, and then the title is afterwards, like California Death Loves Firelight. I'm Nobody's Baby.
Interesting to do that first. I feel like music typically is a title and then the artist, but I mean, you know, you do what you want. This is tough because obviously you want to have the name of the song, but it makes it pretty challenging to be discoverable when nobody knows the artist or song.
Yeah. So
it's going to be tough. They do have some pretty decent views though.
Some of them do, yeah. Like there's a couple of outliers here, especially one here with 25,000 views. Maybe we'll get back to that in a second. What I notice here is that they do have the genre of the music, but it's always like, I guess, the third thing in the title. We have presumably the title of a track, an emoji often, and then the genre which relates to the type of music that it is.
You know, it's funny. I didn't even see that because these titles are so clustered. Like that didn't even pop out to me, but I do think it was represented in the thumbnail themselves. I think this is going to be challenging because everybody doesn't listen to every kind of music.
Yes.
That's a hard part about this. I do feel like there's cohesion between the style of the thumbnails and everything in their formatting, but it's just going to be rough because I'm not going to want to listen to everything that's on your channel right now.
So just as an example, we have dream pop, alternative metal, synthwave, hard rock, industrial, electronic. I'm no music expert, but I would assume there's somewhat of a difference in genres there, which may mean that viewers are attracted to either one genre or indeed like one so-called artist, Roxy Thunder, and they just want to see Roxy Thunder on this channel. So is there a thought here, Jen, that we maybe try and compact these into a specific genre and artists from that genre, or even like the artist, the AI artist, so to speak, has their own channel?
Yeah, I'm thinking about that. And I'm also thinking, can we look at the playlist? What do we have going on for playlists here? Because listening to one song is like just weird. I feel like having playlists or compilation videos where you have like 30 minutes of music playing by that same artist or like an hour. but just jumping from one song to one song, because even if they link this person's channel after you finish this video, it's probably not going to be something you want to listen to. And then you get that click off.
So they have like 3 playlists here with 20 videos or less, and then other playlists where it just looks to be everything right now. Just a second. So yeah. And then again in the playlist here, Jen, it looks like there is a bit of a mix of music, not necessarily. Yeah. So maybe some opportunities there, as you say, with a playlist, something that's going to be 40, 50 minutes long. It's probably more relevant to have the album or the artist. All right, I want to throw this over to John, because John, correct me if I'm wrong, but you were a professional touring musician, or words to that effect. Apology if my memory is wrong there. Like, what is your general thoughts and acceptance on this new wave of music?
I think no matter what you do, you have to appeal to a human. I mean, obviously, like if robots are watching this, nobody cares. But
what all doomed when that happens.
The thing is, like, I don't support really what they're doing right now because it doesn't appeal, right? It's nothing against AI or whatever. It's that there's no appeal. And looking at what they have, I just try to think of the viewer. What do they get out of it, right? Okay, so I deal with this a lot when people come to me asking for shorts help, shorts coaching, whatever.
Yeah.
And I always say, look, if you're just generating something that I can generate or the next person can generate, nobody's going to watch. You need to like raise the barrier to entry just a little bit. And the thing that they offer here, I noticed, is Greensleeves. I think the reason that it blew up so hard is because it's a popular song and it's public domain. I think if you really want to blow this up, then focus on public domain things that you won't get sued for making AI versions of, and then like show different versions of that to people, right? You can't take songs that you don't have the rights to, but if you want to be creative and think, oh, hey, like this is what Greensleeves would sound like inside a dumpster. This is what Greensleeves would, this is a metal version of the Happy Birthday song. Like, I don't know. I guess that could be a way to go about it. As far as like, if I were to coach this person, I would ask them what their long game is, because I don't really know how. I mean, if it's just a hobby, then great, just keep that up and see what people want to do. But outside of that, I don't know what else to do.
The very broad answer was to go full time, and so I guess what we're drifting towards is how is this going to be monetizable in a way that doesn't bring on the conversation around the copyright, fair use, and so on.
I think I got it. Okay, so build up the personality of Roxy Thunder so much to a point where you can sell the licensing to her before people stop caring about licensing AI personalities, because that will happen too. Eventually they'll be like, oh wait, there's no demand for this. And then it'll hit rock bottom. But before then, I say sell it. That's what I would do. I mean, that would make you go full time. You'd probably make a lot of money. Like, what's that one AI actress that they came up with that they sold the rights to because they built up such a reputation around her, and then like she was useless. Basically, they couldn't do it. It was just like a whole marketing thing, and they sold her. And then it's like, well, what do we do? Nobody wants this. Sorry.
Yeah, the AI was shipped to the new owners, and it was like, please input command. Oh no. I'm gonna give Roxy Thunder, I'm Nobody's Baby 20 seconds just to get an idea of the song, the visuals, so on.
Can you guys hear it?
No.
Oh, I thought you could hear it, Jen, when I played it.
I did.
The greatest
before.
AI music is silence.
Why is it doing this again? Right, okay. I'll try this one more time, then give me a second. Stop screen. I will. Let's try this. That.
I can quickly send
Window.
an audio if you need it.
Boink, boink. All right. What about now?
Yeah,
There
it
we
is.
go.
She's not really playing that.
And when I came close, my dad went wild. Whenever friends were dropping by, they lift me up so high.
What do we think? The silence suggests that you just want to be kind to this person.
I don't know. I guess I could talk about this forever, but when something doesn't have a human experience, like music is so personal, and I just can't grab into, like, AI music works for me when it's background music. And I've had people in my community that like just quickly Suno generated something that felt right for a storytelling moment. And that seems like, oh, that totally makes sense. But when you like try to involve lyrics and personal experience into it, it's like I can't connect with somebody that doesn't exist. So I have to bow out of this one.
I have to say that maybe 5 years ago, 5 years ago, and not really being a music connoisseur, I wouldn't be able to tell that this was AI generated.
Nope.
It feels like a high quality rendition. I mean, obviously, they've said up front that it is AI generated, and you can see the little imperfections here and there, but it's pretty convincing if you're just coming across this channel randomly on YouTube.
I think
I agree
the
with
thing that. Sorry, Jen, go ahead.
No, yeah, I just agree with that. I think there's a lot of people that would still be fooled by this.
I think I can pick apart AI music really easily because the rhyme schemes and stuff are so shallow. Like there's just, it really shines when the lyrics get involved. And that will improve, I'm sure. Like vocal timbres and rhyme schemes and A, B, A, C, A, D, A, C, like just the clever stuff that humans can do, AI will eventually be able to do. But I've yet to hear an AI song where I was like, that's my jam. And I'm totally open to it. If I hear one and I'm like, dude, this makes me feel something, then fine. I'm there for it. I'm not, what is it, a Luddite? I'm not one of those dudes that are like AI bad. It's just, I've yet to felt a connection.
This sounds like a potential future segment to our live streams because we haven't got enough already. Like John picks apart AI music every week. I think we could
until we finally find one that's his jam.
We can make, yeah.
That would be so boring.
Finding John's jam, and then we get like VO3 to do some video, and I'll come up with some music. Yeah, it's happening. It's happening. All right, let's move on to our first gaming channel of the week. We will apologize in advance. We haven't got Dan on staff to help us with this one, but I'm going to introduce you to Project Reality. I'm not sure, but anyway, the goal of the channel is to build a tight-knit community and eventually start live streaming.
Oh, what a great goal.
Rocket League, but not sure it's a good fit. What do you think is the biggest obstacle right now? Time and voice. I'm slow at editing, and I feel my voice sounds very monotone when I'm listening back to it on videos. I can almost assure you we're going to listen back to that and probably disagree with you because
everybody hates their own voice.
The creators. What part of your channel do you want us to focus on? Videos, not shorts. It's, if possible, the Expedition 33 video. I thought it would be the one to take off, but it didn't, and I don't fully understand why. It's a long video, so maybe just the intro. Right. So
wait, this person filled out the form so good. Can we just take a moment to acknowledge that?
Yeah, actually, you're so right, Jen.
The form so good.
You've answered the questions properly, and you're giving us things to talk about and think about and help you with. So the channel's going to get monetized just because you fill out the form properly this year. Right, so the channel has 170 subscribers, 60 videos, and their breakout content is, as they've identified here, Expedition 33, which was a popular game last year. And, you know, they say their videos didn't break out and be the ones. But in relative terms, when we look at the vidIQ tool here, saying that you have an outlier of 6+ or 3+, like performing 3 times better than average, I would say that that's brilliant. The question is, why did you not double down, reinforce that content, build a community, as you say, a tight-knit community around this game, as opposed to then moving on to the Switch and then what games you played and then the Final Fantasy VII Remake? You just, I guess it's one of those things where I think creators have some success and they think they can just take that success to what they want to do next rather than continuing to feed the audience what's already been successful. Jen, I heard you humming there. So
I think that's a great point, is you get this wave and you think you can just kind of ride it however that you want to, but it's really hard to keep momentum going. And it's really interesting that they had a lot of Switch content before that and that still had an outlier score like that. That's actually pretty surprising to me.
So yeah, they had these Switch ones here, which were still hundreds of views. And again, for a channel of your size, 200 subscribers, they're still reaching more than your typical audience every video. There's another Expedition one here that did well. So again, that's reinforcing.
Oh, they did. I missed that one. Yeah.
You were onto something there. And then the Switch 2, like you still managed to carry on that momentum. And then like you went to Game Awards. I think Game Awards is a bit of a niche interest for most gamers. They just want to play games. They're not really, it doesn't have the same prestige as the Oscars. And then real community content here. You have to understand that if you're talking about my preferences, what I did, it doesn't quite have the same connection. Like maybe if you try to make this a bit more about what everybody's favorite games were, that might have had some success. So just generally speaking, talking about the strategy of a channel is you have a potential here. You have many videos that are reaching more of your audience. And the encouragement here is that you should be continuing to deliver more of this content to an expectant audience without sacrificing all of your experimentation. So it might be for every 2 or 3 videos you make about this game, there's a video for you, which is maybe something about the Switch 2 or something else. I just want to maybe hop to John here, like a 30-second TLDR on the thumbnails. Like what could be improved here?
Oh, the thumbnails seem a little cluttered, I guess.
Yeah.
The Expedition 33 ones specifically, because like you throw the logo in there, but I would focus more on simplifying, maybe making it one character or something and getting a point across in the thumbnail. What are those titles? Expedition 33 devs just announced new content. Okay. New content update. So you have Expedition 33 like as a small logo if you want it in there, and then new content on the left, and then whatever that content is on the right. If it's like if it's two characters interacting, or if Cloud gets a haircut or something, I don't know.
Yeah, sorry if I caught you off guard there with the thumbnail thoughts, John. Was there something else you wanted to add, or are you good?
Yeah, I was just gonna say I know how difficult it is to get outside perspective on what your goal should be. Back when I first joined vidIQ, right before I joined vidIQ, I really needed that. I needed somebody to see my channel and say, hey, like they point out the obvious thing. Like that's what works. And you just need somebody, like show your content to somebody. I feel like you could have avoided a lot of struggle after those hit. Because I mean, they would be like, dude, do more of that. Like they'll give you options to not copy the exact video, but yeah, it's just always try to get outside perspective is all I was going to say, because you do have a lot of potential, man. It's just sometimes you get so in your head that you think, well, this could work or this could work, but sometimes you just need to look at what worked first.
And they do have several outliers here on very diverse gaming stuff, like the PS5. I mean, they're not covering that at all now, but it's their most popular video. And more Switch 2 stuff. Other, I guess, big role-playing epic video games here that you've covered as well.
Think about why that PS5 one really did well. Like WTF happened to the PS5 is such a wide appeal. So everybody knows what a PS5 is. Did something happen to it? And then you have 6 on there, and it's like, wait a second, what does that mean? 6?
Yeah.
Like
It's quite provocative, isn't it?
Yeah. Very, very genius. And how simple that thumbnail is how I would simplify everything else. But the one that really sticks out to me is my 2025 games, but nobody cares about you. That's the problem.
Unfortunately.
So,
at the moment.
yeah. My 2025 games, like it's cool. It's a great looking thumbnail. I would copy that thumbnail for a different idea. Man, my brain just stopped. I was just gonna say something, and it was like, nope.
I guess like
concept was the word I was thinking.
Again, thinking about the provocative line, it could be like, these games are terrible. Or
Worst
2025
games, yeah,
terrible list. Yeah. And again, it's half an hour long as well. So again, it's about me, and it's half an hour long. There's just a lot of you're asking the audience a lot.
I still think that's great views, though. We're talking about a channel that has like 170 subscribers and 130 people showed up for that.
Yeah. Thanks for the perspective there, Jen.
Like we do have to build community somehow, and like we have to take those hits. We just can't expect it to do well.
I totally agree. I think community is best built through offering value, and so I guess if that's the way they offer, I don't do gaming stuff, so I don't know how. Yeah. Like offering opinions, I guess, is the way to do it. Maybe it's a good video. It's just package the me route.
Okay, so they wanted us to just check I think they thought this one was going to be the one that really took off. The Journey of Claire Obscure Expedition 33.
They're like panicked right now. They're like, no, the other one.
I think, let's just check. Yeah, it was just one of them. So I'm going to go with the one with the most views. And remember, we need to listen to their voiceover.
I finally played and beat Expedition 33. I don't even know where to start. I guess first off, stop and listen to this.
I'm going to pause there. Nothing wrong with the voiceover.
No,
I think
crispy, clean.
It has character. I wouldn't worry about it. It's a unique style. It's a bit more deliberate, and there's an intentional pace, but that will just attract the audience that loves the way you narrate something. So I no issues there.
Do you recognize that? I'll give you a couple seconds.
That's a nice little technique there, Jen, wasn't it? Like a bit of a tease, a hook early on.
Fun so far.
That is the title screen song. If you didn't know what that was, I implore you, I don't care about video retention or whatever. Please click off this video and go play the game. This game is...
I like that as well. They're speaking to the human there, the audience. I don't need you to worry about my channel. I just want you to enjoy this experience.
Dude, that intro, I would cut off the part where you say, I finally beat this. Like, stop and listen to this is the perfect way to start this video. Because it's like, you gamified it immediately. And when you said it, even after all that crap, I'm like, oh, wow, I am into it. And I don't even play. Like, as a coach, like talking, I'm into it. I think it's very cool.
I'll just go randomly 5 minutes in.
Important. CL seems too much like a side character. Lune is the healer and your first party member. I was 100% positive it would be her. Never in a million years did I think it would be Gustav. Like, I even read something because I was trying to figure out if a weapon was any good. I think it was the Abysseron, and it said...
So I think the editing's fine here. They are just showing the game, but they're showing context here with something from what looks to be a wiki, and then mixed in with game footage. And I think if you're this far into the video, you'd be pretty engaged with the content. And so I think this is cool. To answer the question of why this didn't take off, it could be that the game, I think at this point, is nine months old, and it's a very competitive space covering a popular game. But I think you would just build up, you'd like have a compounding effect on your channel if you just did more video essays on this game and attracted that audience to come back over and over again. Like 50 comments, that seems pretty good and expected for this channel. I would implore you to reply to all of these messages so that they feel like they're heard and seen, so that you build up that community a little bit more as well.
I gotta say something.
I got it too. Go ahead, John.
Oh, well, okay then. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't I just take a quick break?
Well then, bye, Rob. Go ahead, John.
I didn't know if that was on purpose or not. I was gonna say that the title is not very good.
Wait, that's what I was gonna say.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay, keep going.
Yeah, it's just like there's no curiosity baked into the journey of Claire Obscure. Cool, the journey. Like make me care about it. Yeah.
You can even write the secret journey, like the most basic title you could think of, but at least there's something that implies like I don't know what I think I know about the journey.
Yep. Revealing.
Yeah.
Like Claire Obscure revealed. Like deep dive. Like deep dive isn't as strong. Yeah.
There's so many words you can put here. All you needed was like one word.
Yeah. The journey, like it's like surface level vague, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's like the difference for why this video did not do what this person wanted to do. Change it though. If they're here, go change it, see if anything happens. If this video
I believe that if you change the title and thumbnail of this, like really simplify the thumbnail and baked some curiosity into that title, I think it's a good video. I think. Yeah. I mean, that start, hell, you could even do the edit thing and cut out the beginning, like I said. You can do that right in YouTube.
I'm back, everyone. So they did have like 2 different thumbnails. I was wondering if they were hoping that the thumbnail would carry enough of the packaging, because I think they're trying to compare the protagonists of this game against the protagonists of Final Fantasy VII. And maybe that wasn't enough in the thumbnail, John, and it needs a bit more in the title as well. Rob, like you're having this light bulb moment that you didn't realize that the communication was there.
This was a lesson you taught me when I first started for those that don't know, when I first started at vidIQ, I was the thumbnail guy, and Rob taught me this lesson. It took a few times, but it finally stuck, that you make stuff too clever, John. It's too clever. I think it's cool, John, but it's too clever. Nobody's going to understand that in 2 seconds. And so the equal sign is the situation, because I didn't understand. Now I get it with the modern. I understand it now. I still don't think it's as strong as it could be, but it makes more sense now.
I remember, John, like one of the first thumbnails you did, like you turned me into a goldfish.
Yeah.
It was like, it looks cool. It's technically brilliant, but only I understand it. I have that vague memory of that.
That's right. It was about hooks, and
so
you were hooked.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh,
I'm gonna find that picture because that's really funny. It was my application.
Yeah, I seem to remember something along those lines. And then I think I mentioned it. I said, you don't need to mention this to John, but I think somebody did. And then you were up all night doing a brand new thumbnail or something like that.
Yeah, I ended up like make a thumbnail, and I sent like 6.
Anyway, we'll have more stories from John's job interview a little later. We have only done 2 channels so far, and we've got more stuff that's going to interrupt us along the lines of this.
Button mashing hearts collide. In this corner we take the ride. From 8-bit lands to the galaxy far, Rob's gaming corner is the brightest star.
That's my AI jam. That's my
Yeah.
That's Jen's jam for AI content. We have to find John's.
Dan is somewhere right now doing exactly that. I think he's doing that with Animal Crossing 3.0 as we speak. Gaming Corner is basically where you share what you've been doing when you've not been YouTubing. For a lot of us, it's video gaming, but for others, it might be hiking, singing, moving the house. I don't know. You just tell us in the chat what you've been up to. John, I think the last time I asked you this, you were just all business. It was business, John, reading books, thinking up of new courses, being an entrepreneur. Is that still the case?
Yeah, except with a whole lot of making new enemies.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Drama.
I really stand on business with my business now, and it's very anti low effort.
Yeah, I think you did a video recently on channel rant, right? Which kind of, hang on, let me get this full screen for you, sir.
Yeah, so I do similar reviews like what we're doing now, but it's for shorts because I'm like a shorts creator or a shorts coach. And so sometimes I'll get people will steal content and then they'll submit it. How do I improve my script or whatever? And by the end of the stream, I'm cursing. It's very not family friendly, but yeah, people, I'll show you just so people understand what creator rant is. This is the channel. If you're looking for short stuff, I specialize in shorts coaching. And so the next video that I'm putting out is very angry because there's a lot of shorts gurus out there that are saying things that are straight up incorrect, made up, misinformation, stuff that they assume is correct that YouTube never said, and I'm calling it all out. Have you guys gotten comments where the comment just says, "Hey YouTube, I'm not a robot"? Have you gotten any of those? Have you seen them?
Oh, I don't know. We'd have to ask the
vidIQ
overlord if that is the case. If you're hearing,
you will see them, and the reason that they do it is because they're warming up a channel. Like these shorts gurus are saying, "Hey, you need to warm up your channel, otherwise Gemini AI moderation will know that you're just using it to automate content and put out slop." And like this warming up that you think Google's not smarter than that. Like, come on. So they go out and they make these comments on random channels and stuff to convince YouTube that they're a human. So when they finally implement the slop machine, they don't get caught, basically. And so anyway, sorry, you started this.
I didn't, because this is a self-indulgent corner, not the let's go even hardcore on whatever it is.
Sorry. So that's what I've been up to.
We gave you a minute and you took the minute. Jen, what are you up to?
I'm back on Mario Kart.
Oh, lovely stuff.
Just chilling, just playing Mario Kart. Yeah. Nothing crazy. Trying to unlock the rest of my Yoshis.
Still 100cc, or are you now on the fastest races?
I have now gotten 3 stars in all 50 and 100. So I'm now beginning my 3-star journey on 150s.
I'm curious, given that the Switch came out in June, and I think you joined a queue to buy one on day one, and you're still playing Mario Kart, how often does it take you to finish the average video game?
I don't know if I've ever... the only game that I've truly finished was Mario Kart on Wii.
Cool.
That was literally just through and through, and then I said, you know what, this was actually not as fun because now it's done. Like, what do I start over? Like,
yeah.
Start over. We've been talking about how we might be all starting experimental YouTube channels this year, and so Jenna, I think your channel should be obviously Gentendo. We established
playing any game besides Mario Kart.
It should be the anti-completionist, whereby you just play a game you play every single game available for a minute, and then you have to like review it and give your thoughts on it. The 1 minute gamer or something to those effects.
Love this. Playing every game until I find something to replace Mario Kart.
Or it's like, some people say this video ends when I die. Like, it might be this video ends when I get annoyed by the game. And so like most games are like 40 seconds long or something like that.
Finding 5 games that justify my Switch purchase.
All right, me, very quickly. Finished Super Mario Galaxy 2. And then I played Cyberpunk. I think that's what I was telling everybody a couple of weeks ago. And I hated the storyline. I just skipped every single cutscene as quickly as I could to just complete the game. And all of a sudden it was complete. And now I'm trying to find my next game. And for all you gamers out there, I'm not a fan of what are called roguelike games, which are intentionally where you die many times over and have to start all the way at the beginning with maybe like a few new weapons and stuff. Those games just aren't my jam. So that meant Prince of Persia Rogue and Returnal are games that I played for half an hour and realized that they worked for me. So it's Metroid 4 Beyond, which is what I've just started this morning.
Rob, did you
yes.
ever play The Witcher?
Yes, and I found that even more agonizing because it was hand-to-hand combat. At least with Cyberpunk, I could get along with a first-person shooter style, but The Witcher 3...
that's what you mean. Okay, swords. All right.
Yeah, I should have known going into Cyberpunk that it was just going to be endless inventory management and text to read everywhere, and I just didn't listen to myself. But I still completed it.
Yeah. I guess I really love the story stuff. So anything that CD Projekt Red did, like Cyberpunk or the Witcher's my favorite game, Witcher 3, and then it's Wind Waker after that, which is a totally different game.
Yeah, but Wind Waker's fine. That's one of the good 3D Zeldas. Yeah, I can get on board with that. Anyway, we've audited 2 channels so far, so we should probably audit some more. Oh, hello. John's got something to share. Just a second. Oh, here we go.
These were the ones that I submitted for my job application. And that one, I thought it was clever, and you were like, I don't get it. But I made it in Blender. I made your whole like thing in Blender. But this one,
that's the one. Yeah. Amazing Goldfish Rob.
This was before AI, by the way. Just throwing that out there.
When we used to use the Riffic, I think it was called Riffic.
Font. Riffic font.
Yeah, I think that was the one. That was the one that won me over the big play button.
Oh yeah, I made that in Blender.
That's all pre-silly glasses as well from me. Wonderful nostalgia. Oops, where's everyone gone?
Oh, bye everybody.
There we are. Right. So first of all, very quickly, what we need to do is tell you that if you are a member of vidIQ Boost, there is an opportunity to get ahead of a line, so to speak, to get a channel audit. So if you are a Boost member, you want to go to Boostland in Discord, find channels for Rob, and then submit your channel here. And I can already see that a few have submitted here. We will pick one of these channels to be audited very, very soon. So if you are a Boost member, do delve in there. But we're going to audit another channel, and they call themselves Coaster Rider.
Oh, this looks great.
With no channel banner. They have 155 subscribers, but theme parks are their hobby. So, John, Jen, you both shared excitement, so I'll just throw it over to you. Here's the thumbnails and the titles from a channel.
Okay, so there's shorts channel then.
So they have a mix of shorts and longs, yeah. A lot of longs actually.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe I think I remember their number actually. I think it was channel 15. Here we are. To travel the world so viewers can experience with me, thinking of ideas for long form. And they just want to look at the long form and shorts as well. Right, okay.
Are their shorts just POV content?
Mostly.
Yeah.
Not all.
Okay.
Maybe if I do the most popular. So this is the most popular short. Let me just get the sound on that. Just the colourful German language there.
Yep.
This is what, like quick.
I don't know how I feel about the natural audio.
Oof.
That's a good point.
All right, so that's an example of their most popular short.
Yeah, they're ranking the fact that they ranked elements, I think, really kept people rolling. By the way,
Yeah.
I just want to say that I hate ranking channels because it's just stealing times 5, but it's awesome when you do it with your own footage and there's
Yeah.
a reason to do it. This is incredible. Very, very cool.
Yeah, because we'll assume this is all of their own content, that they've gone to these theme parks and got this stuff, which is cool.
And if not, you need to quit YouTube.
So there's nowhere I can go with that, John. There's nowhere I can go with that.
That's all right.
So I guess from a shorts perspective, it's pretty easy what you can do here, like a 10 to 20 second footage with, I'm going to show you this roller coaster, and like you're going to experience this roller coaster with me, and that makes pretty simple sense, right? You don't have to do anything else really other than press record, capture this most exciting moment, and pause it, and then upload it. With the long form content, I guess this is where they're maybe needing to know perhaps what they could do.
Did they not do any ranking videos for longs?
There's all of these roller coasters here, but I'm not sure if they're ranking them there because they're 20 minutes long. That's presumably just the entire ride of each of these coasters.
Interesting. That feels like the obvious long form strategy to go for from the most popular shorts.
I guess what I need to do is I'll just quickly click on this one.
Oh no.
So this is literally just
no.
vertical format video dumped onto long form.
This is my worst nightmare.
I think this was Ray-Ban glasses.
Oh, that makes
how
sense.
can you tell that? How could you tell, John?
Because they're not totally 9x16. They're like squished a little bit.
Squarish, yeah.
Yeah, square-ish.
So, Jen, what were you wanting to maybe focus on there?
Filming the right way. That is my advice. You want to make long form content, film it like a long. I just personally hate that. Like, I don't want to watch your shorts that don't fill my screen. I just think that is such a slip up. If you want to make longs, then film properly for long form content.
Yeah.
It's just not enjoyable to watch.
What about the newer ones? Are those wide?
So VR, but I think these are video games.
Oh,
certainly Planet Coaster 2.
Oh, that is video game.
Yeah. So
what's happening?
it is funny. It's like you've got to look at it from this perspective. Maybe like I'm a huge football fan or an NFL fan, and I want to listen to the opinions and like the strategy, the tactics of the playoffs right now. But in no way, shape, or form am I interested in Madden 26 content on the same channel, the video game version of a real thing. So I think personally, this, even though it is video game roller coaster content, it wouldn't appeal to the viewer who has an interest in the biggest and best, most spectacular real life roller coasters. They're interested in the ride that actually exists, in my opinion.
I agree. I think the viewer, there are like two viewer types that I can imagine here. One that wants to put 4K POV style coasters on their TV in their living room. And then the other that's interested in the top 25 roller coasters in the world. And I looked both of those up and they both get millions of views. So it's just being the high quality version of that. And those are from 8 years ago. So it's a spot to be filled.
And then I guess the other question is, did we see this for the show? I mean, we did.
Wait, we can't really hear you while it's playing, Rob.
It was just again the experience. As a creator, maybe you need to think a bit more. I'm trying to think of the right word, but is this enough for the long form viewer?
No.
Do they need to know a bit more about the preparing for the ride? Maybe some narration going over top. I don't know. I might be wrong in that respect. Maybe the viewer just wants to see the ride and nothing else, as John was saying.
This is tough.
It's I would look up formats that other coaster related channels are doing, and do your version of that. Since this niche is so micro, it's like really, really tight. That would be the way that I would go with this one.
I think there's also, I don't know exactly what this person's like interest is with roller coasters. The POV is like easy for shorts. Just keep like enhancing that. I'm like, bring a gimbal on the roller coaster, please.
Oh, good call.
Please, just I'm sure you can get something that you'd be able to hold. I don't know. Their like phone goes flying. But
the moment you said gimbal, Jen, and roller coaster, my anxiety just went right.
It's worth it. Just do it. Just do it. Imagine like a smooth POV on a roller coaster. That'd be crazy.
I'm not
but for the long form content, I feel like there has to be a deeper interest here.
Yeah.
Like the science or like the I don't know, mathematics behind why some roller coasters work, or the history of when roller coasters, like this roller coaster was built and like what it replaced and all that stuff, because I feel like they replace roller coasters like every so often. So it's I think there has to be a deeper interest for other people to care about watching long form. But I'm sure this person has some kind of deeper interest when it comes to like roller coasters. So that could be something.
And then in terms of the thumbnails, roller coaster POV, let's label you as that type of channel, and you just look at these thumbnails, that they just have that moment of jeopardy or epicness or again, like I'm going to use that word again, anxiety. That just
that's crazy. That's so funny.
At that, as compared to here, you just don't get that same immediate tangible sense of that ride, like especially on this Voltron one. Like I don't know what I'm looking at here. You have to click into the video to realize that this is the start of a ride that's going on.
True.
That is Coaster Rider then, and what we're going to do now is go back to last week, where I think a certain person who's joined us this week volunteered themselves for memes of the week.
Oh, it's me.
Oh yeah, I forgot it was John.
Oh yeah, I remember this now. Yeah, we went through these. Oh yeah, the dial-up Dan.
Dial-up Dan.
I like the way that two things. First of all, I just randomly pop up at the end. Thanks somebody for me. And when you're not here, some of these memes just make no sense whatsoever. Like, what was this about dial-up? This was a theme last week. Tell me about it.
Yeah,
Dan's Wi-Fi was a little sketchy.
How was it? Okay.
It was real bad.
Lovely.
And I was making fun of him by making myself look all pixely.
Ah, I see. Yeah. So that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know
we're going to do some more memes of the week this week. And this is a free part of the vidIQ Discord experience. So head on over there. And you'll want to go over to YouTube land and memes of the week. I have not thought about this or prepared anything right now. So does anybody have anything that's immediately jumped to mind that would help us meme something?
You know, it happens every week, and somehow my brain doesn't remember that.
Yeah.
Like any week.
What?
Should we just I don't know, should we just hang on? All right, I'm gonna just start taking screenshots, people, and we'll do some faces. That's it. That's all we've got for you this week. Bit of a challenge for once.
Yeah. Good luck, everybody.
Head on over to the memes of the week. You have about 25 minutes to get in your submissions, and we'll see what you come up with. I don't know what. Hang on, what's going on? Do it again, John. Oh, meme that, whatever that is. Right. We're going to go into another segment now. It's just a live stream full of segments, and the next one is this. Give us your best claw emoji if one exists.
Whoa.
Ask ChatGPT.
Yeah, get ChatGPT to send us one. Okay, 260 submissions here. We'll put that number in. I think we've already done that. So let's pick one of those numbers right now. It is number 16, and we'll just take the number and we will audit it. We haven't come across these channels yet. First impressions will tell you what we think. And this channel is called Thoughts in Transit. First of all, we've just cracked 1,000 subscribers.
Whoa. That's amazing.
Made for TV for background viewing and easy chilling. Ambient walks, musical journeys, reflective essays. Huh.
Okay.
Roller coasters.
Shanghai Disneyland Illuminate. Watch Manila go crazy on New Year's Eve non-stop. The first observation I'm going to make here is ambient walks, musical journeys, reflective essays. The video lengths seem to be, well, all right, there's a 2-hour one there, but most of these are 30 minutes or less.
Yeah, that's not really background.
Oh,
Look at how their long content is getting outliers.
Yeah, seems to be the case, doesn't it? And is it a particular location? So we have the Philippines that seems to do pretty well, and Taipei.
These seem to also be event-based. We have Christmas, we have the Parade of Stars, like actual kind of once-a-year events that most people probably can't attend.
So that raises the barrier to entry a little bit in terms of you're at a place where it's not immediately accessible to the viewer all of the time, all year round. I will watch the most recent outlier, I think. So I'm going to go for Manila's Unstoppable Spirits. This is a long preview.
I've never seen a preview for like background content before.
We jump ahead here as well. Okay. I guess they must have a camera on a big stick that allows them to almost get that mini drone shot here. So from that, it's kind of walkabout experience content. It's not a new genre. Like the 4K walk around has been on YouTube for at least a decade at this point. So I'm not going to say it's a low barrier to entry, but it's already quite a mature, competitive market. What do we think generally here?
I don't know.
I like there's things that I don't want to say you have to do things that are common among niches. Like you have the creativity to do what you want. But for me personally, when I think of putting something on in the background, which is what this content is intended for, there's far too much movement going on. The preview is unnecessary. We're not trying to get people like hooked and locked to their screen. This is playing in the background.
Yeah.
And there's the sound is, I would say, not
it's not ambient, is it?
Yeah, no, it's kind of just missing that mark. It's not relaxing.
Yeah, but I guess the value, maybe the value proposition here, Jen, your quiet corner of the internet, it is not that, right? And maybe
It's not quiet.
this is what they thought it was going to be when they started the channel, maybe a couple of years, 200 videos ago, but it's not really that anymore. And so perhaps in losing that value proposition, now they need to kind of just go to complete basics and ask that question again, and that might maybe help them figure out a better strategy, packaging wise and presentation wise.
Yeah.
It seems like this. They have the walks, and then they have reflective essays. I guess that's another thing that says on the banner.
Yeah,
I mean, the way that this is set up, it seems like you would be selling this footage because it looks like footage for sale, like that sort of stuff. Not that you have but it's like a market that you could hit because people would buy this footage to use in their videos and stuff like that. So I don't know. This almost looks like the start of a business rather than the first way you were packaging everything.
So like golden hour, lo-fi music. I just want to. So if I just skip forward.
They're doing the preview thing again.
It's funny, isn't it, that even though this is kind of very similar POV content, by just removing the noise of the event and adding this music, the experience is completely different.
Yeah.
It feels a completely different audience. But at the same time, this one's only 6 minutes long. So like we're done very quickly with it.
Wait, Rob, you have to pause it when you talk because something's happening. It's like muffled when you're both playing at the same time.
Whoops. I was just saying how it was a very different experience. Like if you remove the ambient noise of the event and add music instead, it's going to be a very different experience for the viewer.
Rob is the goldfish that John predicted many years ago. No, I totally agree. They're just a little bit, maybe they're still trying to figure out exactly what their thing is. They're trying a bunch of different things.
How old is the channel? The channel's a year old at this point. Wow. So they've done a lot of walking to original content in, how long will that have been? 12 months, 13 months.
You travel so much, I'm surprised you don't have a vlog.
Yeah.
That you could sell. I mean, package easily.
All right. Any final thoughts before we move on?
I would just reevaluate what they're really trying to do here.
Okay. Fair enough. Let's audit another channel, which is going to be channel 219 this time. And I think this channel is called Tactical Control. And they are a shorts channel. Daily military tech and strategy.
Interesting.
Answering the world's most powerful weapons from Navy systems to Air Force jets. And so this is a relatively new channel, or they haven't done many videos yet.
Wow.
Started on December the 29th, so like a New Year's resolution channel.
Oh my gosh.
We've already had views in the thousands on the shorts. I guess, John, just to ask you, when a shorts channel first starts out, should they be happy with what looks to be like some consistent numbers here, that each short's breaking 1,000, or should there be more of an expectation of like, if you just have that one viral moment, that is something to latch onto? What's the preference here?
So if they have consistent, this is like the seed view area. So like when you have between 1,000 and 4,000, that's like, it means YouTube is trying to find the audience for you, or they're trying to figure out where your content belongs. And if you start like you have 3 videos that hit 1,000 and then suddenly it flatlines to 0 each time you put something out, it means you did something wrong. It means YouTube is not so sure that you are who you say you are as a creator. Okay. And so a lot of people will come in to my community before they learn what I do, and they'll start complaining like, "Hey, my short's flatline," and it's like, yeah, but you are just narrating somebody else's viral video, and YouTube knows that, so that's why you're not getting views. This, on the other hand, looks like YouTube is trying, and that's a good sign.
Okay, so let's pick the helicopter, because I like this title. The helicopter that can lift tanks at 300 kilometers an hour. That sounds impossible.
This is the CH-47 Chinook, the helicopter that looks strange, but moves armies. With 2 massive rotors, the Chinook doesn't need a tail rotor, giving it insane lifting power. It can carry over 10 tons. That's vehicles, artillery, or 40 fully equipped troops in one flight. Need speed? The Chinook can fly at 300 kilometers per hour, making it one of the fastest heavy-lift helicopters ever built. From mountain warfare to disaster relief, it delivers...
Okay, I kind of started to check out around about 10 to 15 seconds ago. It felt pretty slow. And I was wondering if some of this footage was from a video game or AI, because this here looks like it's computer generated. Some of it looks to be real footage, but then there are other bits of the footage which are in horizontal, so it looks as if it's an amalgamation of content. Again, John, I'm going to defer to you for your just general observations here.
Yeah, it looks like they've got a compilation of different pieces of footage so they can teach people about this helicopter, which is fine, I guess. Like, you're not breaking any of my slop rules, because you're actually, even if some of this footage is somebody else's, like, you're doing something transformative, you're teaching something. The original video wasn't a documentary. It makes sense. This feels like you're primed for long form. And so, like, if you're going to do longer stuff like this, I'd recommend just going, like, pulling the trigger, pun not intended. And, okay, this here, okay, now I'm not so sure. I know the one thing was like a viral video of the laser, but anyway, it's okay, right? What you're doing, you're not breaking any rules, but also the content could improve a lot. The voice could be a little more personable. I guess it's probably an AI voice or something like that.
Beam of pure heat, melting targets at the speed of light.
Different voice, but kind of that same AI.
Yeah. Like I say, dude, you're not breaking any rules, but you're not making anything good either. Right. And so, like, it's fine, but it's like, are you better than somebody? No, you're not. Right. So, like, if you're going to compete with people that talk about military stuff, you need to have something more to offer. Immediately when you put yourself into the content, either your voice or you throw your face on it, then it's got credibility immediately, especially in this day and age. But a lot of people aren't comfortable with that, and that's fine. Just know that your barrier is, I could pass it in a day, and that's a problem.
My suggestion would be, it feels like you've decided that you're going to hit 60 seconds. The pacing for me just felt quite labored, and I would challenge them to try and do it in 30 seconds. I feel as if you could fit that content in a much shorter time and have it be more punchy and speedy.
Yeah, tell me the 3 craziest things about a helicopter. Sorry, you said something and it reminded me of something I wanted to say.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to a little bit of this.
Jen answering YouTube Super Chats during the channel live stream.
Was that your jam, John? Was that jammy?
I tried to read all those little messages, but I couldn't.
I was gonna say, I feel like John's coming around to our song.
I thought I was having a stroke.
Or that, you know.
So
that one is better.
I forgot to mobilize the community to send in a load of super chats. So for that many, Jen, but please do.
It's going to be an eventful 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay. Davis Sadhan. Maybe. Thank you for the super chat. No question or anything.
I
we appreciate you.
they were wanting us to audit their channel, and so they were providing their channel handle. But of course, super chats.
Oh,
We don't do that.
That's a no. We can't do that. This is just for funsies.
Well, this is an existential question.
Oh, sorry, took it away. Ava X Solo, how can I stop always thinking about YouTube when I'm doing something else? When you figure this out, you let all of us know. I get this struggle though. Like, do you guys do the same thing? Like, does your mind ever shut off from YouTube?
It is at the moment, yeah. I'm constantly questioning myself right now, and gaming is my release and my escape. So that's where I try and go.
I just took a 20-day burnout break just to make sure I don't overdo it at the beginning of the year, and it was awful. I freaking hated it. I couldn't do anything. I just felt all I could do was talk to my community. I like set that limitation. This is the worst 20 days of my life. It felt like.
I
Well,
wish
no
I
one
had
to see
really
it.
good tips. I wish I did. I'm someone who like YouTube consumes my brain at like most hours of the day. I come up with random ideas at random times. Like it never truly leaves my brain.
I guess if I was to try and offer one constructive piece of advice, it might be remove all YouTube stuff from your phone. Now, obviously, that probably means you can't remove YouTube itself because you probably want to watch some videos. But like the stuff like the YouTube Studio and but the problem is if you're a creator who is a mobile phone creator, that doesn't really work, does it? I was just trying to think of ways to cut the cord, so to speak.
I don't think it's necessarily bad to think about YouTube all the time. I guess it's like how you're acting on it. If it's like disturbing what you're doing, if you're like washing dishes and all of a sudden you're like racing to your computer and you're like, I have to edit this idea right this second. So I think it's fine to think about YouTube. When I do this, I just like, if I have a thought that's like consuming, I just put it in like the little notepad on my phone and then just like move on from it until the next one.
Jen, this sounds like an idea for a shorts series whereby you're doing different things and then you realize that you need to, you have a YouTube idea, but like it's in ever more dangerous things, like you're driving your car and you suddenly realize that you've had a YouTube idea. So you just jump out of the car and let it just continue to roll down the freeway. And you just
Like,
sat there on the side of the road putting in notes as the car explodes or something. Anyway.
Like, you guys can't say that you don't think in YouTube ideas. You can't say that you're not going about doing normal activities and you're like, boom, that's a YouTube idea. Like, you're washing dishes and you're like, how many dishes could I wash with 1 cup of water? Like, you can't say that you don't think like that.
and you're going to be watching the Oscars this year and thinking, this feels like it's just something on YouTube. Oh, it actually is. Oh, yeah.
There's something called the Tetris effect.
Presenting the best visual effects this year. Sorry, John.
There's something called the Tetris effect, where if you play Tetris all day, you start to see Tetris blocks everywhere, and like you'll see a cityscape and try to think where they'd fit. It worked the same with Blender. When I started doing Blender, I started seeing everything in shapes. But when I first started at vidIQ doing the thumbnails, I started seeing everything in thumbnail compositions, and I started like placing things in thirds to make it more like aesthetically pleasing around me. And
I just want to see what like your dinner plate looks like. Oh, that would have been amazing.
I will say
the hierarchy of your food. Oh, that was like, that'd be brilliant.
Just tell my wife, babe, this isn't simple enough.
Yeah,
we need like 2 less entrees.
Like, there's too many dominant colors here. We've got a carrot, we've got a radish, got peas. Come on.
There's 4 colors. I want a divorce. These aren't complimentary.
My marriage.
I will say, Evax, it's better to be passionate about something than not have a thing at all. So, yeah.
Have a YouTube friend. Have someone that you can talk about YouTube with. Join the community. Pop in our Discord. Have somewhere that you can like get it out of your system. Otherwise, like this, it just consumes you all the time. But if you're actively like talking about it and you're fulfilled in that sense, it might start to not bleed into so many areas of your life if it's like controlled in a setting.
Do you guys know somebody that does YouTube in real life?
Me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
either one
I
of you.
don't actually.
Oh yeah,
No, good
all my
question.
friends are YouTubers.
No.
Oh my
We're a
God.
sick bunch.
I guess I started at 33, so like I didn't have friends at that point because I'm too old for friends, I guess. And I also lived in a country
Tough.
where I couldn't make them. But like
Friends are hard.
like I'm able to talk to people online, but I don't have anybody in real life. My wife, and she's like, she doesn't care. I would have said it a different way on my
Okay.
stream, but
I bet-
yeah,
I bet
She
there's-
doesn't care.
you many
Okay, so
times as well, John.
I do
Don't-
have that on my
I
side.
don't care.
It's just stop with the okay. So I do have that. My husband started YouTube in 2008. Like, and
Oh,
he
an
has
OG.
always been, I mean, he's not on YouTube anymore, but like he's always had like YouTube as a passion and stuff. So like we could talk about YouTube all day.
Mm.
So like it's easy there. So like I do think it's really helpful to have anybody that you can talk about YouTube with. Just,
Talk-
yeah,
talk
it'd
to
be
him.
nice.
Talk to him.
John, I'm your friend.
Jen, I don't want to rush you. Like we only had 3 super chats, and here we are 10 minutes later. We need to.
This
we're
is
running
what
out of time
happens.
here.
They get extra attention. Leo, thank you. Hey Jen, returning to the podcast. Yes, Travis did tease that on the community tab, and the time has returned where I will be back on the podcast.
The battle of the candy corn recommences.
It's back. It's back. And then we have these names. I swear these names. Lay.
They changed him
Fixed?
just for this live
They
stream.
really, honestly, they really do. They were like, I'm gonna actually just make you feel as illiterate as possible. Most of the time, I think you need to be patient, and this is the truth.
We did also
With
have one more
anything.
there, Jen. The new member.
Oh,
Mm,
new member. Oh, minor TJ.
Oh, minor.
Oh, minor TG. Anyway, they get a unique sound effect for the week, and that is it.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Right, we have got a lot to get through here. What we need to do now is audit one of the boost channels that have submitted here. This is the right one, isn't it? Yeah, channels for Rob. I think we've already audited that channel, Thoughts in Transit. But anyway, what I'm going to do is ask John to close his eyes and then just say randomly stop whenever you want, and that will be the channel that we pick to audit. So whenever you want to say stop.
Randomly stop.
Oh, that caught me out a little bit there, the extra word. But we have Dire Wolf that's going to get the audit this week. Well done to you. Thank you for submitting on the Boost Land Discord. So Zane is here with 60 subscribers, 12 videos.
Wow.
When did you
So
start
new.
making videos? Okay, a month ago. So you've been on YouTube for years watching stuff, because I want to see here. They've been a member of YouTube for 15 years, and they've decided now that I want to make content, and that is cool. And very clearly here, their niche is Pokemon Legends ZA. I think that's a new one that recently got released. And what I want to say to you is, even though you are very late to a very competitive area of YouTube, whether it's collecting the cards or playing the games, the fact that, let me just confirm, every single one of your videos has 100 views plus for a gaming channel, that's phenomenal work. Because we see some creators who do content for years and years and years, and they get barely a dozen views per video.
Wow.
So that's a brilliant start for you. I would say for where you are in your YouTube journey, the thumbnails are functional. Like you have main character on one side, text on the other side to do a bit of explanation. The text is relatively easy to read, and there isn't that much text. But the thumbnails are a little flat. I would say that the backgrounds are kind of merging with the foreground a little bit in quite a few of these. So maybe blurring out the background or a little desaturation there. I'm giving you loads of thumbnail hints here, but I should be maybe letting John chime in as well here. Like any other thumbnail observations, John?
Does AFK mean something different now?
Away from keyboard?
Yeah. So what is that?
Or as far as I know? Oh.
the best way? Do you get these Pokemon like away from your keyboard? Is that what they're doing?
Oh, right. That's a.
Wait, is there a keyboard involved? I thought it was a Switch.
AFK. Right, we got it.
Huh.
I'm gonna risk googling this. Oh, it's so there is an AFK farming method or something.
So
people
I guess that's
just
just
run in the background.
leaving your Switch. Wait, is it for
Possibly.
PC or something? I don't know. I'm old and they use AFK for consoles now too. Probably that's what the deal is. I'm sure. Even though there's no keyboard involved, these youngins. But yeah, so they leave it on or whatever, and then they catch the Pokemon, I guess. I honestly, I'm so far removed from this niche outside of the aesthetic stuff you already said with one simple thing and some text. Easy AFK money. Ooh, see, money. Try putting money in your next thumbnail.
Yeah, like what all like a valuable item, money, like whatever you need or whatever the away from keyboard thing is going to achieve. Include that as well. Yeah, that's a good point, John.
Yeah, this says AFK shiny hunt anything. So like there's more appeal on anything, but that's thumbnail is like a train wreck as far as like the amount of crap on it. So that one probably could have been better if you simplified it and showed one Pokemon or whatever.
And ironically as ever, it's the best performing video on the channel.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
it is what it is. I'm wondering if that one is because there was that was a bit more specific, that it was talking about a particular controller.
Oh yeah,
very very search based, very intentional with that one.
Yeah. Is that the keyboard?
Or their version of it, the controller. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, so it's not really a keyboard, is it? Away from.
Wait, this is funny.
Anyway,
they're crushing it.
I'm going to click on one of these just to get the hook. See what we're jumping into.
Your shiny hunt for Virizion. If you're looking to automate your shiny hunt for Virizion, you're in luck. I'm Zane, aka Direwolf, and I'm going to be showing you how to automate that hunt with the 8-bit Doe Ultimate Controller. All right, here I am outside of our.
I just like that it's just straight in there. Like, there was
I was
all
not
business.
expecting that's what the creator was going to look like.
What were you
I thought this was going to be. I thought this was going to be like a kid almost from the look of the thumbnails. They look so young and like colorful. I thought this was going to be a really young creator.
Stereotyping Pokemon players. I don't know.
I just thought they were so whimsical that it was just going to be like a kid.
I almost want to start not accusing, but saying that is it this creator's first channel? Because it feels like they have many of the foundations in place.
The background, it was like so eye-catching that I'm surprised he didn't try at least one. Maybe he did as a thumbnail, but like his background is more of like card collecting. That just him on one side, and then like there's the negative space for something. I don't know if that appeals for games, but like that's a really cool background is all I'm saying.
There's a proper man cave of a Pokemon room there. Those are all of the Game Boy boxes, I think, in the background. But yeah, this creator seems nice. No, that's
release up, down, B, release up. And I had a little left input in here, so we'll just clear that. Okay, so now it should look something like this.
Now, here's an interesting thing. This is a tip on how to circumvent the game. And I guess it's not too harmful, is it? You never YouTube community guidelines for like
cheating?
Is he cheating? Is that what he's doing?
Is this video game fraud? I don't know.
He's stealing Pokemon?
Hey, when they did that with like Counter-Strike and stuff, that they got rid of those channels. Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Because there was a proper currency based around that. Well, there was real money involved in that. From what I recall.
That's fraud.
Yeah.
Oh, Zane.
But I guess it's something just to be aware of, especially when it's a Nintendo game and you're trying to show people how to circumvent it. It's probably fine, but just something to be aware of. But I guess that's why it's bringing in the audience, because he's showing them something that's kind of like a little hidden, a little secret, a little clandestine. I think that's the best way to describe it, perhaps.
I need a charger. BRB, guys.
All right.
I have okay, search for top 8 shiny hunting methods. And this is like a great thumbnail on how simplified it is. And I'm surprised. Yeah, there, that very top one. And it kind of goes against normal thumbnail advice by not repeating what's in the title. But like, that's starter advice. This totally works. So yeah, I like how simplified it is.
The results of what they're going to do.
Yeah, three Pokemans.
Okay. That is then Zane, the dire wolf, and we'll just wait for Jen to return, and then we can look at the memes of the week here. There you are, Jen. I'm just going to put us all on full screen and talk amongst yourself while I just check that this is safe for work in the background here.
Oh, these ones are going to be interesting. That's for sure.
Quite a few entries there. All right. Thanks, John, for the little interlude there. Right. Let's take a look at what we've got here. Me doing YouTube for 3 years and not getting anywhere, but giving up because I know the day is coming. Well, there's more coming up, right? Where did that one come from? He lies a dead YouTube channel. All right, people are getting jumped on my salute thing. Oh, we got blimey. This one needs a bit of working out.
Oh my god, that's so good.
There's too much there to contend with there.
A lot.
I like it. It tells a story.
The good, the bad, pixelated. You tell your family you have a YouTube channel. Supportive mum. I think we have a winner. I think we have a winner.
That's so good.
Templates.
Hey, thank you.
You should want. That one's not bad. That's not bad.
Wait, why are these so good? I did not have hopes for today.
We had a format. We created a really good format.
The implications of his thumbnail. First of all, aliens are real. My favorite upload. What, bro? We're all in agreement, right? Like,
yeah, for sure.
The grandma one, dude. But this accidental this format is so funny just by accident.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Okay, so Yuki Coach.
Okay.
Helping university start their careers in UK. Okay, very clear value proposition. You know who you're talking to. I like that. I guess.
Oh, new channel again?
So it's a new channel, yeah. And I guess what you're maybe trying to build up to here is certainly in the UK, the university period, it'll probably be the same in the US. It's the summer, as you take your exams in the spring, and then you have the summer where the results are, and there's this thing called clearing, where if you don't get the results, then you kind of thrown in, not into a lottery, but you're kind of scrabbling to find the right university place. And I guess people are filling in their forms and visiting universities right now to decide where to go. So I think they're trying to give themselves a bit of a runway as to when this gets more and more busy.
You know what I'm not necessarily seeing here, which I think could be interesting, is really leaning into that beginner and first mentality. Networking steps instead of that actually get students hired, to get your first career job. Also with the CV format that gets interviews, making your first one. I don't know. That's kind of what comes to my mind when I see this right away. I'm I don't know if it's niched down or clear enough in the packaging so far.
I just need to realign what I thought it was the target audience was it students starting university, but it's actually graduates.
Yeah, getting their first job.
Yeah. So I misinterpreted that a little bit. to begin with.
There seems to be a pretty high demand for this situation, but there's like a low supply. Not a whole lot of people are in this niche. The one that I'm really finding is a personal story. So how I did this, I think would really help you as far as the format goes. As far as your thumbnails go, I think they're fine.
Yeah, decent start. Some branding there. The purple backgrounds, the kind of a torn paper style. I think that could be developed.
I would amp it up a little bit with novelty. Like here's the best move to make after you graduate, or the mistakes is really good. But you said degrees are for careers, so why did I waste year one? It's like too clever of a title, right? The 5 mistakes to make after university, or I don't know the schooling system, so I'm ignorant. But I hope you understand what I'm saying.
It feels like to me, John, that the kind of stuck between going for the browse and suggested, like the emotional pull of the packaging, or going for straight on search based titles. And it means that they end up they don't satisfy either itch, so to speak. Like I loved your suggestion of like the personal story, and more packaging like that, and more stories like that would I think would be quite effective. But where it says feeling lost, so that's like kind of the emotional pull, but then here's how to find the right grad job. It just doesn't feel as if it has enough weight one way or the other to get me excited about the video.
Also, that's very not specific to what their niche is, because like that could apply to Ohio, right? I guess grad job is a little different. If you scroll down, you'll see how I got my graduate job as far as thumbnail goes. That's where I got the idea.
Yeah.
It's somewhere down there.
Good old YouTube's new search pages. It's really hard to find what you're looking for.
That one.
Do we know who that person is? Do we know like their credentials at all? Oh, okay.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Okay, so she seems pretty qualified to be helping with this information.
Yeah.
I would encourage her to put herself like in the position of these students graduating and really lean into like if they see something, they're gonna be like, oh crap, that's me.
I saw a graduate hat on one of her thumbnails.
Yeah.
And you know how doctors will like raise their credibility by wearing the scrubs?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, here's a good one. How I got my first job in the UK. It's fairly simple, but it immediately talks about the personal journey. Although I do have a million.
But that's a million. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I said, oh.
But it's
Probably
not a grad job, right? Is that a little different?
Yeah,
Did it
pulled in by the social proof there a little bit?
I really liked the thumbnail when it was all on fire, and I was like, oh, I feel like this is leaning into like pop culture a little bit, and it's
This
just
one,
like
yeah,
a
let's
little
go
bit
with
like
the
meme-ish, and it's just kind of like funny.
Let's go with the first few seconds here.
The job market probably feels like this. Let's talk about the trends and realities that will impact students in 2026. The depressing bits, the rage-inducing bits, and most importantly, the parts you can actually control. The last one is the one no one really talks about. Hi, I'm Mary. I've spent over a decade in Big Four audit and MBB strategy consulting in London, where I was also involved in student and MBA recruitment and mentorship. The first uncomfortable reality is that there simply aren't enough graduate jobs, and the competition is as bad as they say.
I think that's a fairly solid delivery. Like the problem, the solution, my credentials, and then getting into the meat of the content. For a channel that's just started, I think they're in a good place here.
She clearly knows how to write a script.
Yeah.
Yeah, do we feel like this would be seasonal content? Like
I think that I think you need to really track the journey of the student / graduate, because I guess right now if they're in their final year, what are they considering? Are they starting to apply for jobs now,
That's
Or
what
a-
I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Like there are no worries to be had right now. Like they're just
Mm.
living it up in their last year. Like when does that fear start to set in? Is like, oh, I gotta get a job.
That's why I'm feeling like maybe right now, Jen, it's kind of a testing phase that they're kind of ramping up how to produce really good content so that when they hit the peak moments, which I'm guessing maybe April through to
That's
September,
great.
that they're in the right
Then
place.
content could even be like, start thinking about this now.
Mm. I the last piece of advice here I would give is, what would be the lowest barrier to entry for reaching the biggest audience, like the biggest total addressable market in terms of, because I just did a how to get a graduate job UK, like what might be graduates searching right now, because all of these are kind of, they have like a bit of a specific question they're trying to answer. And so I think for a channel like this, you always want to have that big, huge discovery piece of content that gets them in, and then he kind of answering the specific questions here and there. That might be something worth doing. And that could be like your big effort video.
I totally agree. This would seem like a channel I'd love to do the research on. And that's exactly what I would have done, is I would have taken a couple hours to really search for exactly what you just said.
The beginner's guide to getting a job after uni. I don't know if that's the best search term, to be honest, but
Oh, hold on.
oh, look, and here we are, lots of shorts.
Wait, you wrote job after job instead of uni.
User error. Yeah, like there's a getting employed is easily actually.
How to get a job after getting employed.
Look at that for a. I mean, the title just carries that entire video.
Wow.
Vibes guy. That's funny.
It works. Anyway, thank you for your amazing meme. Well, let's just go back to that and just remind us one more time. That could be the meme of the year already, and it's
so funny.
That brings us to the end of this week of Channel Audits, and we've had a wonderful time. We hope you've found some useful stuff there. We covered several channels, but I think we went into depth on quite a few of them, talking about some interesting stuff. Jen, as always, it's wonderful to have you on. See you again next week, I assume. Is that a yes?
Next week.
And John, brilliant to have you on again. We'll just see you whenever. Everybody, give some suitable, appropriate emojis for John in a chat this week. Otherwise, we have to wave awkwardly until StreamYard decides to end the stream. Goodbye, everybody.